Establishing shots. Integral to film and television. Establishing shots are used as an introductory shot prior to the main meat of the scene, so to speak. It's a shot that serves a simple but important purpose within a scene. It's to provide the context to a viewer. In general, there are multiple uses of establishing shots. One of them is to let the viewers know exactly where the scene takes place. These types of shots generally consist of long or extreme long shots, and sometimes are also panning shots, which shows as much of the location to the viewer as possible. These shots typically last only a few seconds, because an establishing shot of this type tends to fulfill its role of setting the location of the scene quickly. Indeed, in the background, you'll have seen quite a few of these shots from recognizable movies already, each of them showing you the location. An example for an establishing shot could be an exterior shot for an apartment before it cuts inside the apartment to where people might have dialogue or events might take place. Or it could be an establishing shot of the skyline of a city. The establishing shot could also be of a famous landmark of the city or country, which also lets viewers know where exactly the scene takes place. This example of an establishing shot, taken from Inception, demonstrates multiple properties of what makes an establishing shot an establishing shot. We'll take a look slowed down so I can describe it in detail. First of all, we see a panning shot of the skyline of a city. It lets us know where exactly Cobb is in this scene, and it also furthers our understanding in the next cut, where we see Cobb walking through a doorway. Where will this scene take place? Well, it's given us an idea that the scene is going to take place past this doorway inside this building. The hallway of books furthers this. Perhaps this scene takes place in a library, a school, and finally, we also see Cobb and his spatial relationship with another person. Another example of an establishing shot is shown here, from Pacific Rim. It's filmed very stylistically. The color palette is dark, pale, and gray, and it's also raining, which the audience would then link to a tone of gloominess. It heavily fits in with the setting of the movie, where humanity is fighting a losing war, and it's an example that shows how an establishing shot can be filmed to generate emotions in the audience, to better engage them, as well as better tell the story. Finally, here is an establishing shot that I filmed myself. Rather than introduce a setting, this shot introduces a concept to the viewers, basketball. It indicates that the following scenes would revolve around the sport, or at least take place within the vicinity of the sports hall.